Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 23rd through March the 1st. We are using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And what I have coming up on Monday for you, Taurus, is the Queen of Clubs in reverse. Queen of Clubs in reverse. What's going on around here for you, Tauruses? Let's see here. So for most of you Tauruses, what's happening is normally you're feeling pretty inspired. You're generally creative people to start with, but on Monday you're just feeling kind of blech. You don't feel like doing much to accomplish anything. You're not feeling inspired at all. You're just feeling like, what's the point? All of this stuff is still going to be here tomorrow if I don't do it today. So maybe Monday might be a good day to go do something kind of fun and just jazz up your life a little bit, get you out of that blech feeling. Tuesday, for you Taurus, we've got the Nine of Cups showing up. Nine of Cups just really means that you're in a good place relationship-wise. This is not always romantic relationship, although sometimes it is. This could also have to do with family relationships, friendships, or business relationships. But this is just showing really just being in a good place, feeling like, you have enough resources as far as relationships and friendships and people that will help you. This is about having a really nice support network around you and feeling like you're in good shape as far as people that you can count on if you would happen to need something. Okay, so that comes in as Tuesday for you, Taurus. Wednesday, we go from the Nine of Cups on Tuesday to the Eight of Cups on Wednesday. So Eight of Cups on Wednesday really means that you're looking for something that is going to be more beneficial to you. There's some situation or relationship in your life that you have evaluated, and you're looking at it and you're seeing that you are giving to the situation or the relationship, but you're not receiving anything back. So that makes you feel depleted. All your energy is going into that, but you're not getting anything back to give you a boost, to keep you going for anything else. And so as you're looking at this, you come to the point that you realize, you know what, this is not changing. There's, if I wait 2 more weeks or 2 more months or 2 more years, this is not changing. This is still going to be an energy sucker for me, and it's never going to be equal, or the other person or this situation gives back an equal amount. And you decide that it's time to cut your losses and just walk away. So that's what I see on Wednesday. I see you walking away from a situation that is not even, and looking for something that is going to be where you can feel fulfilled about what you're contributing to the situation, but where you can also feel like you're being replenished by what's coming back to you out of that situation or relationship as well. Now, Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Ten of Swords for you, Taurus. It's interesting because for some of you, I feel like this is kind of an innocuous card, as innocuous as a backache can be, but it feels like for some of you, this really is just talking about having a backache, that on Thursday you're going to be feeling a backache. Sometimes backaches are very physical, and sometimes backaches are a reflection of something going on in the spiritual world. So for some of you, this is going to be a reflection of the spiritual world, where you've walked away from this relationship that was not an even flow of energy or even flow of appreciation. Now you're having a hard time standing up to that decision. You're kind of feeling like, wow, I don't know if I've got the backbone to stand up to this decision and to stick with it. And I have actually been in situations like that where I have physically had that backache manifest, where my spine literally hurt because I had made a decision to walk away from something, and it was so hard for me to stick with that decision. So I've literally had that happen. I feel like some of you are actually going to have a similar type of thing going on. I don't feel like that's the majority of you, and I don't feel like it's the majority of you that have backaches in general either. I do feel like for most of you, this is going to be a family situation having to do with family relationships, and there are going to be a lot of comments aimed towards you or aimed at you that really are cutting. It seems like there's a situation that people really don't understand where you were coming from and what you were trying to accomplish, and so they have some opinions about the situation and how things went down. And it feels like the situation did not go down the way that you wanted it to. They don't really understand that, and so they are saying some things that really are kind of hurtful to you on Thursday. And for most of you, I do feel like this is going to be cleared up within a couple of days. People are going to understand what really happened. But for Thursday, it's just very hurtful to think that people would actually think the way they do about the situation, that they don't know you better than that. Kind of is a little bit of a blow. Now, Friday, what we have coming up is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is very similar to the Eight of Cups. Five of Cups talks about having a situation come up that has been a disappointment to you. And as this situation disappoints you, it makes you kind of really think about your priorities and what you really want to spend your time and energy working on. And so the Five of Cups talks about actually changing those priorities, starting to prioritize yourself more in things that you think are not going to be so disappointing, that will have rewarding results. And so I'm seeing you really switching up your priorities on Friday due to some kind of disappointment that you had. Yeah, it feels like earlier in the week, maybe Thursday or Wednesday. So let's see, then we're on to Saturday. We have the Wheel of Fortune for you, Taurus. Wheel of Fortune is a good card. This basically just means that life is full of cycles and that cycles just keep coming around. Wheel of Fortune also is ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is the planet that talks about surprises, things that change suddenly and unexpectedly. And when this card comes up right side up, this is actually a good thing. So there's going to be some kind of good surprise as you move into your next cycle on Saturday in some way. So good surprise, good surprise, good surprise. Ooh, I feel like this has to do with the family thing that came up Thursday, where people were really saying things that were kind of hurtful. I feel like there's going to be a good surprise Saturday. I feel like for those of you that actually applied to, that you're going to be hearing something from some key people in the family on Saturday that makes you know that this really has all blown over and that it was all made much bigger than it needed to be to start with. Okay, for those of you that are having a backache on Saturday, yeah, I don't feel like this ties into the backache thing at all for you. So for those of you who don't have this whole family situation going on, I see this more as just cycles moving around and you coming into a better cycle than what you have been starting on Sunday. Or I mean Saturday, excuse me. I'm ready to move on to Sunday, but we're finishing up Saturday. So a better cycle beginning on Saturday. Sunday, what we have coming up, Taurus, is we have the Five of Clubs in reverse. Five of Clubs in reverse really means competition, and this is a competition that's not healthy. Like hopefully you would have a competition that would be something that whenever you get to the other side of it, you have gained strength, or you have gained speed, or you have worked on your agility. You know, maybe you're in a gymnastics competition and you come out, you practice, and you come out a better gymnast after you've been through this competition. So that would be an example of a healthy competition. Now, Five of Clubs, when it comes up reverse, tells me that this is an unhealthy competition. So in other words, this is the reverse of that. So when you get through this competition or this competitive situation, what happens is you actually have been torn down and kind of beat down by this thing. You're comparing yourself to other people and you're going, wow, I'm just not as good as them. I feel like other people are comparing you to other people and going, yeah, what's your problem? It's one of those things that you go in going, well, I think I can do this, if you're lucky. And you can, sometimes you go into this going, oh, how do I get myself in these situations? And you come out of this just feeling totally beat down. So my advice to you, if you notice yourself getting into a competitive situation on Sunday, try to back out of it as quickly as possible. Just do yourself that favor. And I do feel like for most of you, this is going to be at a social situation where you're, socializing with other people, and it's going to be something competitive. I've got the biggest I caught this fish story, or the biggest this fish got away story, or I've got the biggest house, or I've got the newest car, or whatever the competition might be in your circle. We all have those. Just try to back out of it as quickly as possible because it so means nothing and it just doesn't make you feel good to start with. So Taurus, that looks like your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a session with me, please check out my website. Make sure I'm the right person for you, first of all, but also be aware that I do more than psychic tarot readings. I also do mediumship as well as spiritual healing. My website is amista.info. That's amista.info. Once you're there, if you decide that I am the best person for you to schedule a session with, please get a hold of me and we will schedule one as quickly as possible for you. And for the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.